fine with that.
I'd say his most iconic scene is really every time he tries to think he owns women. He reminds me of a certain other blonde Cheeto we have.
Ooh. That would have been funny if Gilgamesh was actually tan.
I mean, he wears kind of a weird gold. It's not really gold.
No,
it's obvious that it's
gold.
fake.
It's gold.
But also,
Gilgamesh owns all the treasures in the world.
Kinda, not really.
Yeah, he does. He has Excalibur.
He doesn't have Saber. He doesn't have Rin.
He doesn't have Flavor Town Key.
Yeah, that's
Yes, he does.
But also, for Gohan, I understand, man, Rem is pretty great. And like, it seems like your other friends are kind of mean, so if you want to hang out with us, just let me know. Thank you.
We flew down to see this thing right here. We do love him. We're just assholes.
Okay, so this is going to be the final question for you guys, and if you can gladly pass on it if you wish, because it's kind of a weird question. What's an interesting real life experience that you've had that had something to do with your wife? And you're not worrying. After the end of this, we will give examples.
Alexander, you got something?
If you don't, that's okay, because this is kind of like out there.
If you need to think about it, you can pass the mic on and someone else, you can come back to it.
Okay.
Lucio?
So, I got this body pillow, well, technically the case, at Richmond Comic Con, and I went with friends, so my parents didn't really know I was buying this. So I walk in my house, and I walk into the living room where they are, and they just stare at me for a while, and they're like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "This is Nico, this is my wife." Okay. And then they kind of never really talked about it ever again. They see her like laying there, like in the bed, probably when like I'm at school. They're like, "Jesus Christ, get rid of that." But yeah, it's an awkward subject to bring up.
So before I start on my waifu, just real quick, when I first started watching anime, it was about 15 years ago, and I would be downloading stuff on the internet, and this was back when, you know, 1 megabyte was real high test. So I would be downloading my anime, and my parents would come up and be like, "Hey, you downloading that Japanese cartoon stuff?" I'm like, "Yes, why?" And they're like, "Because we can't use the internet." So that's basically, that was my introduction, was you can only download anime between the hours about 1 and 6 in the morning when they're asleep, because if not, then my dad can't send his work emails because I'm downloading Japanese little girl cartoons. As for my waifu, the thing that stuck with me was there's a test you got to take in order to apply to the State Department. It's got some letter acronym, just like everything else in the government does, like alphabet soup. But I took the test, and there was an essay question. It was, what made you want to join the State Department? And I was sitting there, I'm like, you know, I could tell the truth. And I could say, oh, some animated Japanese girl with blue hair and elf ears. And I thought to myself, it's like, which option would make me seem less crazy? And the option that I chose, unfortunately for both myself and my honor, was not the Japanese elf-eared anime girl. It was the, I want to serve the government. But I did put one mention in of her. Of course, the censor and the grader probably had no idea who I meant when I said I want to emulate Raphael. He probably thought I was just spazzing out on the test or something. But yeah, she was in there. One word mention, and it should have been the whole essay, but I also thought to myself, you know, just maybe I actually kind of want to get this job instead of just, you know, writing about my wife. So.
Okay, so, I don't know, do you guys mess around with VR? You guys like virtual reality? No. Yeah. You guys know VR chat? Okay.
Do you know the way? Do you know the way?
Yes. Okay, so I've owned a Maui for about 3 years now, and I never really, it was sick, it was cool, but I never got into it until VR chat. Thank you, spit on me. Spit on me. Not really. I'm not really weird.
Bro, that's hot though.
So, I mean, I guess kind of cheating, but I mean, imagine me in my living room, just me and my headset, but
I imagine
living
right
my
now.
my best life as keys in AI, with a bunch of keys in AI, some of them with some interesting body parts. Maybe
what did you
maybe a
do?
little bit of Sonic, maybe a little bit of Knuckles. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, that's about it. Woo!
Hearing, what was your name, Wilson? Hearing your real life experience with your waifu has made me realize how sad mine is. It's
This is gonna be good.
Presenting the autobiography.
No, it was essentially me spending well over $3,000 on the fake Grand Order banner with Gilgamesh on it, and having to explain to my roommate why I couldn't pay rent that month. Well, hang on, it gets and then him almost killing me when I told him I didn't pull him.
Okay, and finally, Gohan.
Alright, I'm gonna pass this one on to Jake.
Hey, we get to hear Jake talk. Let's hear it for Jake.
The most awkward thing with my waifu is I had to dress up as a girl in front of my own mom.
He asked me to go to Target in the morning to buy him thigh highs because he forgot them. I had to explain to the cashier why I was buying thigh highs.
He did say it was for his girlfriend.
Hey, Alexander. Do you have anything? Okay, pass it on to Alexander, please.
So I guess my experience, like, we started making this little thing here. Sort of, I guess I could sort of compare it to the way Hatsune makes gadgets, except I'm not nearly as good at it because it's sort of falling apart. But like it's pretty cool, and I don't know. I guess also like just printing out the pictures and stuff. It's like a learning experience and learning some stuff about images and making stuff.
All right, Alexander. Woo! Right.
The time of judgment has arrived. So now, what we're going to do is, we have prepared a short little AMV presenting my judge and I, my fellow judges and I's waifus, which, would you tell them your waifu?
Oh, yeah, it's the best girl, Bonda from Soul Eater. Yay! Because flat is justice. Probably not going to affect my decision, by the way. Wink, wink.
So to a totally more important matter, mine would be Sunset Shimmer. So let's hear it for her, the best princess ever. So, all the rest of you are fired.
Damn! Damn!
Now, in honor of my two really great friends that wanted to be here to judge and couldn't make it, one because of financial problems, the other because of school, we put their waifus in there as a shout out to them. So let's hear a shout out from Urza Scarlet from Fairy Tail and Perseris Victoria from Helsing. Okay, so if you guys will please enjoy the video, we are going to get to judging. Miracle by Shine Down, by the way.
Say it once, tell me twice. Are you certain I'm alright? Just a sign to remind me tomorrow's worth the fight. Ever changing, the storyline that keeps me alive. So make a wish and say, give me life, give me love, scarlet angel from above. Not so low, not so high, keep it perfectly disguised. Ever changing, the storyline that keeps me alive. I'm all the Lisa's making me smile. Right before my eyes, take another look, take a look around. It's you and me, it's here and now. As you sparkle in the sky, I'll catch you again. 'Cause all we are is all I am. I just want you to see, I've always believed you are the miracle in me. Show me faith like you do. I'm amazed at how you move. Side to side, front to back. You know how to make it last. Ever changing, the storyline that keeps us alive. My Mona Lisa's making me smile. Right before my eyes, take another look, take a look around. It's you and me, it's here and now. As you sparkle in the sky, I'll catch you again. 'Cause all we are is all I am. I just want you to see, I've always believed you are the miracle in me. These are the moments you can't pass back. Let's turn the water to wine. One more time, take another look, take a look around. It's you and me, it's here and now. As you sparkle in the sky, I'll catch you again. 'Cause all we are is all I am. I just want you to see,
All right, can we hear it for the about 7 hours total of work that had to go into that?